So the final season for Vanguard's year of content within Warzone and Call of Duty and Zombies has been announced, and its season 5 is Last Stand. And it seems to be super strange with like time travel happening, a heroes versus villains storyline, the volcano going off in Caldera, which is something that I kind of didn't think was going to happen. There's loads of stuff going on in this. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything that's happening in Zombies, multiplayer, and of course Warzone, and tell you exactly when you can get your hands on all of this stuff. So let's take a look at the roadmap so far. This is the roadmap they've released, and like I said, we're going to look at Zombies, multiplayer, and Warzone. So you can see Zombies, we're getting the Archon map. Multiplayer, we're getting some new maps, new operators, new guns. Of course, you'll be able to use in Zombies and Warzone as well. There's some new bundles coming. The Horsemen of the Apocalypse, we're getting the last 2 of those. They were really cool, the first 2, so that'll be interesting. Umbrella Academy bundles, which seems super strange to me. Then also tons of stuff coming to Warzone with Operation Last Call, Point of Interest updates, Rebirth Island Resurgence Supreme, Heroes vs Villains event, Rage Serum, Supply Box UAV Killstreak, Personal Supply Box, and Doomsday Station. So let's get stuck into explaining what all of these things are. So we'll start off with one of the things that I'm probably less excited about, to be honest, and that is the new Zombies content. We're getting the last map of the Vanguard zombie story, Archon. I've not made it a secret that I haven't really enjoyed Vanguard Zombies at all. The last couple of maps, Terra Maledicta and Shino Numa, I only played like once. Shino Numa, I literally did the Easter egg and that was it. Even though it was an improvement over the other maps, that wasn't saying much. It still felt like it was massively behind Black Ops Cold War. I just don't really like the mechanics. I don't like the way it feels shooting zombies and moving around the maps. I thought the enemy variation was really, really limited. The maps didn't feel particularly exciting or particularly interactive. I just really didn't like it. So we're getting a new map. It's all about defeating Cortifex, so going off and fighting him. Because I haven't cared about the story that much, it doesn't feel like that's something that's exciting me. You can see there we've got the Doomsday shield thing. I think it was called Doomsday, with the big eye on the back. Looks like something out of Soul Calibur. And then fighting a giant Cortifex there, so maybe we'll get a big boss battle for this one. It talks about the idea that we're returning to Egypt. I don't know, have we been to Egypt before? Was Terra Maledicta in Egypt? Maybe? I don't know. But anyway, we're going to be returning there apparently. And then it just talks about loads of things that we already know about. So using the Altar of Covenants, Perk Fountains, Tomb of Rituals, Pack-a-Punch Machine, all of that stuff. And you can see the Pack-a-Punch Machine there looks kind of ethereal, which is a bit strange. Something going on there. But it's all stuff that we've already had. So they don't mention any new perks, they don't mention any new enemy types, they don't mention any new wonder weapons. So I'm kind of thinking this is going to be bare bones. I think they just wanted to wrap up this story and then forget about it. So I'm not expecting much from it. One of the things that I'm most excited about for it is literally just that it says down here, it talks about Treyarch are going to talk more about it. So maybe there will be new wonder weapons and stuff, and they just haven't announced it yet. But it does say they're going to talk about the launch date and time for the main quest. So that makes me think that the Easter egg isn't going to come out at launch. With Shino Numa, they did the really annoying thing where as soon as Season 4 went live, they just, I think it was Season 4, was it? Probably Season 4. They just added the Easter egg straight away. And that meant I didn't want to be a part of it because I was doing stuff in Warzone as soon as it went live. So it was just kind of all solved by people who were not bothered about Warzone and stuff like that. And I don't think many people even paid attention to that. With this one, if they actually do a set date and time that's separate to the main launch of the season, at least, you know, I can do a stream where we do an Easter egg hunt and stuff. Hopefully there won't be spoilers and leaks. I think the last couple have both been spoiled before it went live anyway. But we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of hopeful that there'll be a bit of an Easter egg hunt for this, so at least we'll have some fun with Vanguard Zombies before we say goodbye to it forever. Now let's talk about multiplayer. So for multiplayer, we're getting 2 new maps, one at the beginning of season, one halfway through. The one at the beginning is Beheaded, and this is, you know, a big city street, and it's got the Statue of Liberty's head at the end of it. This is clearly Escape from New York. Like, this is clearly based on Escape from New York, but they don't mention Escape from New York at all in it at all. There's not even like a reference to it in the text as far as I can tell. So it seems like this is definitely one of those sort of homage things that they do at times rather than a licensed thing. I don't think we're going to get, is it Snake, is he called? I don't think we're going to get him as a character or anything, but you never know. Maybe they'll do a bundle of someone that looks a lot like him. But we're going to get that map at launch. Then we're going to get Fortress in season, which is like an old ship graveyard with a big sort of fortress in the middle that's based on an old ship, and then some smaller ones around the edge. I'm not terribly excited about it. I loved the Vanguard launch maps. The 16 it came with I thought were brilliant maps, like really, really good. But since then, I haven't really liked the DLC maps that much, and they still don't seem to be adding any new modes to Vanguard multiplayer. So we're still not getting all those party games. We had Gun Game and that was it. We haven't had Prop Hunt. We haven't had all of the fun stuff, you know, sticks and stones and one in the chamber and all of that stuff. And that's a real shame that we're not getting that. And it seems, you know, this is the end of Vanguard, so it just seems like we're never going to. But at least we've got Modern Warfare coming out in a couple of months, and the Modern Warfare games normally are really good for that kind of stuff. So hopefully we won't have to wait long till we can have some fun stuff in multiplayer again. Then also coming to multiplayer, and of course Zombies and Warzone, are 5 new weapons across the season. So we're getting 3 of them at the beginning of the season, or 2 of them at the beginning of the season, 1 a tiny bit later, and then 2 mid-season. And these are really weird weapons. So at launch we're getting the EX1, which is an assault rifle kind of thing, but it's more like a laser, and it's from Advanced Warfare. So this seems absolutely insane that they're adding it to the game, but I'm super happy they are. And there's a picture there, you can see what I'm talking about, the Escape from New York type thing with the head in the street. Anyway, the EX1 is a prototype energy rifle that leaves behind traditional ballistics in favour of a customizable battery system used to power its attacks. Effective at long range, the weapon requires a cooling off period after depleting its charge capacity. So it says there you don't have to worry about running out of ammo. This is a laser, like a literal laser. I know we've joked about the meta across the Vanguard year of having long range assault rifles that are super accurate. This is literally a laser, so I assume it will be unbelievably accurate and it never runs out of ammo. I'm assuming that they'll try and make it so it doesn't do too much damage, maybe the damage will fall off over range or something like that. But this seems like it could really shake up the meta. And being a Vanguard weapon, it has 10 attachments, and the attachments are crazy things like a heat muzzle for extra charge capacity, a new battery, you can have a burst barrel, a charged sniper barrel. The gunsmith potential is impressive with options for every scenario. So this seems like this is going to be an absolute beast. I'm really interested to see what this gun's going to be like in Warzone more than anything else. Then the RA225, this is a lot less interesting. This is a small, lightweight, fast-firing SMG. I feel like we've had a million of these with like the Arma Guerrera and the Marco 5, and then before we've had the Mac 10 and the Milano. It just feels like another gun a bit like that. So they talk about the fact loads of recoil, you're going to run out of ammo quickly, but it fires very fast and you can move around quickly. We've been here, we kind of know what that's going to be like. I wouldn't be surprised if it was really good. Like, that wouldn't surprise me at all, but it seems like it's going to play a lot like a lot of the other SMGs that are already in the game. Then we've got this super weird thing that almost looks like a gun out of Destiny or something. Please let me know if this is out of another game, because I don't remember this at all. But this is called what I think is the Valois revolver. Maybe you pronounce it differently, don't know. But it's a revolver that's kind of like a melee. It's got a knife on it as well. Very, very strange. Maybe it's a real thing, I don't know. But apparently to get it, you just have to go in multiplayer and get 15 melee kills. Not in 15 different games, just 15 melee kills. I'm really glad they've started doing these easy unlock challenges now. You could do that in one game on shipment, super easy. You can also do it in Zombies with 1,000 eliminations using pistol that's been pack-a-punched, but that would take way longer than just doing melee kills in multiplayer. So this should be something that as soon as this challenge goes live, you'll be able to unlock this straight away. Then they said there's going to be 2 more weapons coming. The BP-50, which I think is a sniper rifle. Is that from another gun as well, another game as well? And the Liena-57 assault rifle. So 5 new weapons. Then we've got some operators, which I don't normally spend any time on, but this is weird in itself. They're operators that are all based on characters from other games being brought into Vanguard and Warzone, obviously. So we've got Raul Menendez, who is from Black Ops 2, the villain from that. His character in Blackout had some really, really funny voice lines. He would like shout monster and animal and things like that at people. The voice line where you could go to taunt and just shout animal was amazing. So I really hope that some of those voice lines make it through. So he's one of them. We've got Khaled Al-Assad, who I think is the one who shoots you in the face at the beginning of Modern Warfare. Let me know if I got that one wrong. But he's a bad guy in Modern Warfare games. We've got Gabriel T. Rourke, who is apparently from Ghosts. I don't really remember him. I don't mind Ghosts. I don't hate it like some people do. But I don't remember him, especially with the pink beret and stuff. And then we've got Seraph, who's from Black Ops 3, one of the sort of playable operators that you could play as in multiplayer. So that's kind of cool. I don't care that much about these other characters, but I really hope Menendez has those voice lines. So now let's talk about Warzone, which is the thing I'm sure everyone's super excited about. So they've given us this summary for Warzone where they've said we've got volcanic activity at Caldera, so there's going to be lava flowing at your feet and molten rocks shooting the sky. New Caldera Gulag and some lighting changes. The Gulag is going to be based on a volcano, but it's kind of inspired by an old favourite. And then you've got new skies and lighting updates on Caldera and Rebirth Island. Not Fortune's Keep, interestingly. They're keeping the lighting the same for that. And then new tools and opportunities with the Doomsday Station, the Supply Box UAV, Personal Supply Box and Rage Serum, and then this new event where you can defend or sabotage Caldera, which apparently is inspired by Search and Destroy. So I'm not sure if one team's going to be going and setting bombs and the other team are going to have to try and defuse them. Sounds like it could be fun, sounds like something super different. I'm always in the mood for something different. And it says, choose your side in the Heroes vs Villains community event and earn rewards for participating. Sounds good. So it's a really cool picture of the lava flows here. Like, I love this picture so much. Probably end up using it as the thumbnail for this video. But this looks awesome, and it says, Beanox are doing the peak updates, Operation Last Call, and the Heroes vs Villains community event, and Toys for Bob are developing the Rage Serum. Beanox have done some absolutely awesome stuff with Warzone, so it should be cool. So here you can see how peak has changed. You've got big pools of lava there, and lava running down around the side of the runway. We were speculating on the Discord it might come flying out of that runway tunnel, but it looks like it's just going around the side. It says, heightened volcanic activity has been recorded there. There's a major geological event occurring with the launch. Battle around a transformed peak as lava runs down the mountainside in all modes and shoots out all over the island during Operation Last Call. So it looks like in normal mode, you're just going to get this lava at peak. And it doesn't look like it's even in the middle bit. I'm not sure. I can't see the redeploy balloon there that's normally there. So maybe you can't go inside anymore. But it definitely looks like on the outside part, there's lava here and there's some lava dripping down there as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how this changes peak. It also looks, is that slope on spine? Did that always used to be that slope, that sort of smooth? I'm sure that used to be a lot more jagged and there used to be a lot more cover up there. So that looks really strange as well, like the bit of spine that's changed. And there's all of these pipes and stuff as well. I think quite a lot of this looks quite different to what it looked like before. So it's going to be interesting to see how peak changes. Then we've got the new Caldera Gulag. So you can see here, this looks like super different to what we've seen before. But it says it's inspired by an old favorite. So I'm not sure, is this meant to be the showers? Is this meant to be like the original Gulag, possibly? So these are instead of the shower stalls and you can run up here, maybe there'll be windows up here. Not sure, but it's going to be interesting to see what that's like. New weather and lighting changes. It looks like it's finally going to be as bright as we always wanted it to be. I love this skin with the Hawaiian shirt. Definitely going to get that. But it says the sun, maybe it'll be on a battle pass actually. Sunlight peeking through the volcano's billowing smoke. Rebirth Island also sees new lighting changes with a warm and lush sunset, which would be nice. Then we've got the new items, and this is where stuff gets super interesting. So we have the Doomsday Station. This is going to be in the main Battle Royale mode, so this isn't just for the events. It says you can trigger this device and enemy helicopters arrive to surround the station, deploying enemy soldiers to attack your position. I think here they're really testing the idea of having AI and players in the game, like they did with the mercenary helicopters, like they've done with the zombies and stuff. I think they're really trying to work out how all of that works ready for Warzone 2. It says remain close to the Doomsday Station and defend yourself for a chance at earning powerful items and a unique watch cosmetic for your operator. I hate watch cosmetics. I never use them except for that stupid Halloween bats one where sometimes like it gets in the way and I notice it then. Other than that, I just ignore them completely. Only one Doomsday Station will appear per match with multiple possible spawn locations. You have to pay $10,000 to activate it and prepare for a thunderous fight. So I really hope, if you're paying $10,000 to get this, I hope you get something super good from it, like maybe specialist tokens or something, or foresight. That would be cool. Then there's a new kill streak, the Supply Box UAV kill streak, where you activate it and it says it gives you assistance in tracking down more items. It marks nearby unopened supply boxes on the player's tactical map for about 15 seconds. And you can buy that at a buy station or sometimes you'll find it. So it basically just shows you where boxes are. Could be useful for a regain possibly, but it doesn't sound like it's that great. I'm assuming that'll be quite cheap. Then there's a personal supply box, and this is an extremely rare case that you can find using the supply box UAV that helps you acquire your favorite loadout weapons in Warzone. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Does that mean that you open it up and it only works for you as like a mini personal loadout? Is that what's happening there? Or is it just you just get your loadout weapons but you don't get all the perks and stuff? Not really sure, but apparently everyone gets a huge XP boost as well, which is very odd. Then there's the Rage Serum, and this is utterly bizarre. So while engaged in a multitude of nefarious activities at the Doomsday Station, forces aligned with Raul Menendez appear to have discovered a new mineral at the core of Caldera. This mineral, when combined with additional chemicals and distilled, increases the volatility of those who inject it. Known as the Rage Serum, recon operators have reported small crates of serum being shipped around the island. This is a new field upgrade, and it allows you to become violently unstable, resulting in a viciously effective boost to your close quarters fighting. So you get superior melee damage, increased lunge distance, and enhanced stun power while fighting with melee weapons or fists. But it also makes you louder, and you seem to get more recoil. Oh, you get more recoil confusion when stunned or flashed. You get affected by that more. So it just seems like you'll be able to pick one of these up and then go ham, go melee someone. Seems like that's the sort of thing that'd be super useful at the beginning of the game if you manage to pick one, but maybe not as useful later. But it's going to be interesting to see how it works. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Then we have this new mode. This is Operation Last Call, which is going to be there at launch. So this is going straight from the very beginning. It says, cool things off or cause mayhem. In this mode inspired by Search and Destroy, you can choose to defend Caldera by defusing bombs around the island, or sabotage it by detonating explosives at designated bomb sites. Witness 2 different outcomes depending on your performance and your intent to cause chaos. So that sounds absolutely awesome, that there's going to be, like, I guess 2 different ending cinematics for how this goes. Sounds like it could be a lot of fun. And then there's going to be lava rocks. So lava rocks crash into Caldera. No one's safe from their volcanic fumes. Stay out of the landing zone to survive in this public event within Operation Last Call. Check the volcano meter for a visual representation of current activity, also indicated by the increasingly smoky atmosphere throughout the match. This sounds super fun. So this is going to be within Operation Last Call. So just in this mode, not in the normal Battle Royale mode. Sometimes it'll get super smoky and then lava bombs will start coming from the sky. That's really, really cool. And we've also got this new seasonal event, Heroes versus Villains, another cool skin there. And it's saying that this is, you choose your side, you collect villain or hero tokens in all game modes by eliminating opponents and picking up boxes, then enjoy a discount for faction bundles at the buy station. Anytime you purchase a faction bundle, you'll get a discount on one other item across all buy stations. The winning team's unique weapon blueprint will be given to everyone following the event. Players also have the chance to earn other exclusive rewards like legendary animated 1vs1 calling card, Heroes or Villains weapons charm, conflict spike melee weapon blueprint, or a time duality watch, and more. So this seems utterly bizarre. I don't really understand what's happening here. So you pick up these tokens and then you can buy these things called faction bundles, like hero bundles or villain bundles. And then it says the weapon blueprint will be given to everyone following the event. Does that mean everyone on your team, or does that mean everyone in the whole game gets the blueprint that was picked by the winning team? I don't really understand, but it sounds like you're going to be getting a lot of rewards in this, so that's cool. And then it says in the mid-season update, there's going to be another limited time mode, but don't expect a full volcanic eruption. So they're sort of stopping that a bit. They're saying like, okay, we're not going to do a volcanic eruption. There's going to be a Resurgence Supreme mode that's going to come mid-season for Rebirth Island, where squads of 4 drop in with the best weapons and respawning enabled, and you earn prizes for winning the match with over 15 eliminations. I think that's like my best ever score, so that's going to be pretty tough to try and get over 15 kills in that and win. And then watch for patch notes to come from Raven Software talking about all of that stuff that's happening. So when can we expect this all to go live? So it says on the blog post that this is going to go live on August 24th. So that's next Wednesday. I'd expect it to be the same kind of time all this stuff goes live. So like, is it like 10 AM Pacific? It's 6 o'clock in the UK normally, sometimes 5 o'clock UK. Sometime around then. It says there that we need to check back on the Call of Duty blog for additional intel on Last Stand and a full rundown of the Battle Pass, Task Force Tyrants and more. And Raven Software will put out patch notes and stuff. And then usually we'll get the exact timing of stuff then. But this looks like an absolutely awesome update. We've got tons of stuff going on here. I'm super excited about it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is there stuff that you're really excited about? Is there stuff that you're hoping to see from this? What are you most excited about in it? And don't forget to like the video and subscribe.